Hi, this is Ruladon, and welcome back to Creativerse. I decided that I would do a little landscaping. There was a pretty good chunk of dirt, as you can see. It used to be about this elevation all the way across. Well, I chiseled it all down, and we are going to try something out here. So underneath blueprints, we're going to snag a cozy medieval house. We're going to say get cornerstone. Oh, there it is. 7. So we will position. Let's see what that looks like for us. Okay, so it's going to be long and wide. So I want to flip it around. So you can see as it's being projected, you can walk through it, no issues. How does this look? Alright, let's pull it back. The idea of chiseling out as much as I had done was to circumvent having to do as much earthwork as possible in order to place it. And is this any better? It's getting there. There's still a few things. You can see the areas it's highlighting are going to be interfered with, and we can take a look at that here in a second. I still have a little bit of room. I can pull it back a little farther. This is door. Okay. Just trying to get myself situated with the orientation of it. Here, let's do this instead. For what we got going on, let's just place it here. Now let's take a look at it. So there's going to be a door that's going to come in, kind of a kitchen, dining room area, kitchen, like an entranceway, and this would be like a kitchen area. There's an entire upstairs to this place. Right now it's floating pretty high, and I don't want to have a house floating. So we can do two things. I can either I can mark. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this positioned exactly where I want it to be. Because ideally, I wanted to be able to come out my front door, go a short path, enter the mine, and then we would be, we would do all our mining and stuff underneath. So I am going to position this house how I was initially thinking. But I need to mark here. Okay, so that needs to be taken out all the way through here. To here. Alright, so I kind of gave you the explanation of what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause this recording for a minute, and then we will pick back up after I've done the removal of the dirt, and I will show you how we're going to build this. Alrighty, well, welcome back from my little break here. We got quite a bit of stuff removed, and as you can see, if I go and place my blueprint down, I softened up the edges so it's not so drastic of a cut. We now have freedom to move all the way around, completely unobstructed. And I tried to do what I'm doing here, where I just kind of cut pieces out a little just to soften it up so it wasn't such a sheer wall there. And now, with this being positioned where I want it, I can make me a little path and redo this entrance a little bit. I still want to utilize my cave down there. So we're going to hit F to interact. And here's the thing. So I actually have one of these Qbits, so I'm going to use it to build the house. But the way they work is, if you have the tall grass, the tundra flower, the dark wood leaves, you can craft and or find every one of these materials, and it'll let you put it in the house where it goes, and so you essentially build the house. But I currently don't want to spend the time doing the 3,000 blocks, so I'm going to use the one auto build. Oh, it looks like, here you go. You can get the kit for 1 qubit, and then which still requires you to do all the building, or you can just hit auto build. And so I'm going to hit auto build. Cannot be cancelled. That's okay. Yes. It essentially asked me if I had cleared the area, because once it starts, it's going. It can't be stopped. And we're gonna zoom up over here. Oops. If I hit the right buttons. Kind of watch this thing being built. Hey, fireworks. That means it's completed and it had no errors. So now that we're done, we can just suck this block back up. Go inside. I'll keep my doors closed, that way it keeps the pigsies from invading. But as you can see, it's got some furniture already, comes pre-set up. Nice little fireplace set up. Some bookshelves. These are just empty. I mean, I can put stuff in it if I want. So it's just storage, but they're done up to look like bookshelves. Planners and some lights are in here. These positioned like shelves. Right now they're just pure decoration. But as you find these parts, you can actually swap them out, and then it'll have real materials in that shelf instead of just a placeholder. It comes pre-set up with the processor and the forge. There is wow, that was weird. So there's a kitchen. I always suck these two up just to get them out of my way, because here is the cooking station that allows you to oh, here it is. So I can cook a meal, and it wants a ingredient. I'm going to say mushrooms. I'm going to hit shift, and I'm going to go ahead and create a bunch of these. Cool. So now those meals are, instead of just eating plain mushrooms, they do a little bit more sustenance for you. Alright, so let's see here. There is storage above the cooker, so this is where I will tend to drop off all my food stuff. And eventually we will be able to find the NPC cook. And so you'll position him here, along with having, I believe he needs water, like various types of water, plus various ingredients, as well as the cooking station. And then you can just come back and talk to him periodically, and he will have various meals prepared for you. So, just a nice little thing. We have a downstairs door. Takes us out to a little patio. Just a nice little place to go. And then if we go up the little winding staircase, there is some chairs, more bookshelves, also storage. There is a bedroom here, comes pre-set up with weapon stands. Granted, these are just placeholders. The actual item is not there yet, but it does give you an idea of what they're going to look like. There is plenty of storage. A nice stone chest by the bed. The bed you can interact with and sleep on. There's actually 2 beds up there, but if you don't want that second bed, you can actually suck up the extra stuff. But it's kind of a cool feature having a bunk bed. There is a bathroom in here. The bathroom comes pre-set up with mineral water, which will heal you. It gives you a like a heal over time, just as long as you're in the water. So that becomes a nice feature to have in your house. Is just before you get ready to take your break or whatever, go hop in the water, heal up. And then if you're playing like kind of a multiplayer game with friends, you can actually manipulate any of this stuff now. Now that it's built, it's it's an item that you can move around in place as you want. So if you want to turn this bedroom into more than just 2 beds, you can do that. I mean, once it's built, it's yours to do with as you want. There is, these are just kind of a pedestal. There is a placemat which you can turn on and off. So if it's in placemat off, it just shows the object but not the mat. So that's a cool little feature. And then the piece de resistance is up here. These are storage chests. Each one holds 60 items, and there is a lot of them. So this chest here is actually a really cool one. If you're playing a solo game and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna play with some friends today, you hop in their world. Just as long as they have an arc chest or you build one yourself, when you go to talk to it, anything you have in your other world that's in that arc chest, you have full access to. So here's teleporter. Here's some more arc bolts. Here's those programmer villagers that I was talking about. you can use them to we'll find them eventually. We found one early on in our series, but we weren't in no condition to take it on because you have to do it's kind of a battle quest. Like as soon as you talk to them, a bunch of creatures spawn. You have to kill them all, and then go back and talk to them, and then you'll get the chest, which will give you that villager that you can then position at your house as an NPC that will do things for you. So underneath Codex, under help, under let's see. Oh, I was hoping there was the a help section regarding I lost my train of thought. The programmable villagers, but I guess there isn't. They're pretty straightforward. They do have certain requirements. If you find them and you position them in various areas, one will say he wants to be in the dark, completely alone, doesn't want to be near anybody. So, you can either make him a dark place by himself. Another one wants to be around specific elements, and things like that. It is it's a cool feature. I think we're gonna put right there. Won't be too bad. So this is the house. So we're just gonna let's do tall grass, tall grass, tall grass. And I'm gonna make the mine coal, tall grass. And that way I can portal between the two. So now let's go back into our mine. And I will doctor all this up later. So this one, we'll put this one, we're gonna do it right here. So we want tall grass, tall grass. And this is gonna be coal, tall grass. Alright, so now if we go in here, boom, we're in our house. We want here, boom, we're down here. And so we will put not sure if this will work. Yeah, it'll work. And that'll just give me, I'll just know that, I can put a placeholder there later. But for now, that'll work. Actually, I can just make signs. That's what I need to do. So I'll do signs. But we're back in the house. So that's where I'm going to leave this episode. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you learned a thing or two, or if anything, I showed you an easier way of getting around something you already knew. But this is where we're going to live now. We're going to live in this little house. It's got lots of storage, lots of features. These paintings, you can make them, you can change them as you want. We will change things over time, like this carpet. It's supposed to be a carpet, but yeah, we'll probably change that at some point. But anyway, this is This has been Real Dawn, and we're playing Creativerse. Appreciate it. Thanks.